Hi everyone, I'm Rusty Dog, bringing you another car mechanic simulator video. As much as I can. Maserati MC Stradale. Oh, look at the auctions that are coming up. Oh, an E36 M3. But why would I want to buy a car in this condition? BMW 507, that's an old one. Veyron Super Sport. I'm not touching... Oh, I don't know, maybe Bugatti. Maybe Bugatti will be alright. The M3 E36 I'm interested in, guys. Let's see how accurate it looks. I'll soon tell you. If it looks like the real thing. Oh, that looks nice. Oh, is that... Oh, this is like the... Is it the Datsun or the... No, I'm not thinking of the Datsun 300 or the 260. I'm not thinking of those. But that one that's got the headlights in the middle like that. In real life, what a gorgeous car this is. Oh my goodness, what a car. I've never heard it referred to as Sakura though. Maybe it is. I don't know. Right, does it look like the M3 E36? No, it doesn't. Because it isn't. No, next. No muscle cars yet. This one. Oh, it bloody does. I don't know what I would do with this, to be honest. My car is the model that came after this one. The boot looks a bit short. How much did they want for this? $12,000 for an M3? Yeah, that's good money. That's good money for that car. But what to do with it though? You buy cars from an auction. Try and sell it at a profit. Jesus, guys. That's my highest. Oh, the car value is 28. What? Did I lose it? Oh, nuts. I don't want the BMW i8. I don't know what the Liberty Walk means. The Bugatti Veyron's going to cost more money than I've got. BMW 507 would be interesting. That's an interesting vehicle. I've never done this before. This is all new to me. My first time at a car auction. Yeah, it's these modern bland cars, man. They don't interest me at all. There's no passion in today's cars unless you buy a supercar. Look at all the thought and design and passion that went into this one. Look at the price. The price on this is more than what the M3 started out as. And I know which one I'd rather have. My goodness, do I know which one. The E36 M3 is an absolute classic these days. Whoa, Corvette. Nice. But as I said, no muscle car. New Corvette's cool. They finally moved the engine into the right place. How do you get a bloody Bugatti in that state? I haven't got that money, unfortunately. I wonder if I'd still be allowed to raise. That is mega cheap. That is mega cheap for a Super Sport Veyron. The engine's in the back, by the way, so I don't know why you've got the bonnet open. Or the front. Yeah. That's literally the trunk you have open there. Yeah, it's out of my league. But, and it's not a V12, by the way. It's a W12. It's not V12. Okay, what we got next? i8 Liberty Walk. Jesus, that looks horrible. Those rims are just, and the colour, that's got to go. I should buy that car just to put it right. Oh my god. Is that the Gremlin thing, or it looks similar, doesn't it? I don't know. Not the Gremlin. What's the other one? Yeah, AMC, AMC. Oh, I don't know. Don't know. Now this one is the BMW i8 standard. That looks better, but it needs to be. This car looks really cool in white. Yeah, not my thing. I've just done one of those. Not really interested in another one. I should maybe. Can I bring mine here to sell? Right, this is the Beamer i8. It looks like it needs a full respray, some nicer wheels. I really want to get this car. 288,000 kilometers on it. It's a mod car. Oh, I think I've seen parts for this already, so we shouldn't have too much problem getting it sorted. Why is the car value 281? Oh, this is going to cost a fortune. I'll go to 200. Oh, bidder four's come in now. I'm having this car, guys. Or if I'm not, I'm going to bump the price up. I can't go too much further. I can't believe I got it. I've lost all my money. What did I buy it for? That was crazy. I only bought it for a little bit under its market value. 270... What was it? I barely got a chance to see what I bought it for. Was it 278? It's going to cost me... Well, I can respray it myself. So... Alright, let's see what we can do with this. The idea of this one is to just do it up and sell it. I don't know whether anything is needed above mechanicals. My baby, hello. Oh, now then. Did they have that badge in that way back then? I don't think. I think the BMW looked a bit different. The letters, but I won't quibble on that one. Does it even start? The engine looks great. There's a few bits and pieces need replacing, perhaps. Fluids. Right, I'm gonna treat this like I would a real car. Okay. In other words, you don't just get in and start the engine. No, bad. That would be bad. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is respray it in the same color, because I think this color is just right for this car. But I'm going to put some smart rims on it. And, yeah. It looks like, guys, we have a project car. Right, let's get the hood off. Okay. So what's the first thing we're going to do, guys, if we are thinking about starting the engine, what's the first thing we're going to do? Anybody? There's probably mechanics out there that would do something completely different to me. Oh, can I test the battery from here? I wonder if I can test the... Like if I take the battery out, can I go to my repair desk? I've actually never been over here. Oh, that I can do the hood. But what does that repair? Does that Does that repair like a dents, or does it spray it? Let's put the hood back on and see what it did. Ah, I see. Because for that, see, to repair the bodywork, I just use this. Not this, like the welder. Condition 62%. Alright, let's recharge this battery. Go. And while that's on, I don't know how long that's going to take, by the way. No idea, it might be instant. But yeah, I use the welder to fix the bodywork on this. So let's remove the hood again. Isn't this cool? I love it. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is check the level of oil. Oh, don't give me this crap. Accessible from engine bay. I'm in the damn engine bay. Thank you. Ah, no oil. Right? Just moving the dipstick around. Look at that, there's no oil in this. You see what I mean? If I'd started the car, I'd have been curtains. See, you don't get things like there's no cable running from the coil to here, to this middle point. You also don't get cables running off the battery. And it's a little bit disconcerting in a way. Might put a new fuel filter on. But again, I'm just going to put some oil in it, and then we're going to... I can't believe there's no oil. But yeah, that's what you check. Because if you don't want to start the engine with no oil in it. So I'm going to ask... Oh, there it is. I couldn't find the damn filler cap. I don't suppose there's any point draining the oil, because it seems to me as if there's nothing to drain. What's those purple wires on the side? Put a bit too much in there, but I think right. Alright, let's get the old dipstick again. Perfect. The oil looks shite. That doesn't... Is that meant to be like that? Eh. It looks like a mixture of water and oil in there. Be good. I might start it and then just flush the oil out. I don't know whether you can even do those things. I don't see why not. But let's see if it starts. Well, it won't without the battery, but... okay. See how our battery's doing. Okay. So if I go to my inventory... Oh, look at that. The batteries are 100%. Okay, so we've got it. We've got a great battery in there now. Boom. Fantastic. Okay, so we've got battery in there, we've got oil. I'm assuming there's water. I don't think there's an issue with coolant with this. Oil, yes. I've never had to add coolant to a car on this game, so I'm assuming it's all taken care of. So let's see if it cranks. It's starting, guys. It's running. It's a running vehicle. How do you fix this interior? Look at all that rust. Okay, now obviously I can't put any diagnostics on this. Oops. Fuel pressure test. Test that. Needs to be in the green. That's pretty good. Okay, so things are not in amazing condition. Now, I bought this car for too much. Car value, 278. Alright, I want to get it a bit higher. This is a rundown of parts, but obviously we don't know the condition of certain parts. But that would mean completely stripping the engine out altogether. And if I was to replace everything with brand new parts, I seriously doubt I would get my back. Now the carburetor. Let me have a look at something. Let's have a look at the carb, because it's right here. Okay, so we'll take the carb off. And rather than spend money buying carburetors and whatnot, let's just take off the ones we have. Got twin. Alright, let's nip over then to my, where are you? To my repair bench. Because this is the cheapest way. Look at the repair cost. 7. And it's gone from 73%. Oh, hold on, what happened there? I'll get these fixed as well, why not? The repair cost, guys, is like nothing. Right, whoops. So if we go into my inventory now, we got, look, we repaired these. Look at the carbs, 100%, and it cost us nothing. $7 it cost us. We need a new air filter, we'll put a new one in. So it's round air filter 2 carb. Okay, get one of those right now. Maybe we can get a tuning one. So we're looking for air filter. Oops. Air filter. And it's one. This is a performance one, by the way. We'll stick a little performance air filter in there. $120. Yikes for an air filter. Yikes for an air filter. Okay, now these carbs may have to come back off if we're going to strip more of the engine down. I certainly would like to repair these rocker covers. I think I would like to do that. But for now, whoops, don't want to do that. Take off the manifold. Although, it would be good for inspecting parts in there. I don't know, what do you think? Shall we? And if I take these covers off, what are we looking at here? I missed the name, but I'll get it on the other one. Oh, don't show me rusty valves and springs. Actually, they look all right. Okay, so this is V8 overhead valve. No letters after it. I don't know what this purple is, but it looks kind of cool. And the brake booster at the back's got rusty bits on it as well. I mean, ideally, yeah, you'd want to fix it up a little bit, but let's go to our bench. Again, this is the first time I've really used the repair bench. Repair chance, 99%. It costs nothing, guys, nothing to do these repairs. Peanuts, basically. And if I look in my inventory now, right, this thing we're going to sell that. We don't need that anymore. This gearbox, I took off my Dodge, so I'm going to sell that. because I upgraded the gearbox, you see. So again, I could put all these back on and they're going to look spanking, brand new. But then, like the radiator, maybe I wonder if I can get a performance radiator. Anyway, let's mount these. Because at least then if the customer comes to buy the car, this is me living in my immersion world. If the customer comes to buy the car, at least it's going to look nice. And I'm actually surprised BMW didn't have their logo on the rocker cover here. I would suspect the real one does, but I can't say for sure. So the new manifold is going on. Does not look nice. And we've repaired the carbs. Look at those. Oh baby. Might put some uprated exhaust on this as well. Those carburetors look the business. And now we have a performance exhaust. Oh, yeah, baba. Okay, radiator. Radiator C. Okay, radiator C. And let's see if we can buy performance one. No, they don't do them here. Okie dokie. Not really a power boost though, is it? So BMW 507 is what we have. No headlight. This is only body stuff. Bumpers, mirrors and tail lights and stuff. Not really much use. So let's go to interior. Don't think there's going to be anything here for our car. Although the seats might be bog standard. I don't know what colour the seats are. Black? Yeah. Could change it to cream or something, but I don't think it would suit that much. And can you buy steering wheels? Damn. Oh, damn. Yeah, this one. Don't think so. This is nice, but I don't like the metal exterior. That's very Citroen, that is. We'll stick a new steering wheel in, I think. I guess I can just put anything in, right? I don't know. Can I? Well, not ones with buttons, obviously, but something like this, you know. What's it got now? You see, it's also a good idea to keep it stock. So if I go into my inventory, I have steering wheel TBX. I could repair this radiator, couldn't I? Rather than buy a new one. I mean, if I can't buy a performance one, you know, then I'm just going to repair this one. $15. And that brings it up to 100%. Same with the wheel. Steering wheel TBX. I don't know though, man. I'm interested in maybe get another one like this one, Chapman. After Graham Chapman, why not? But then what's he got to do with BMW? Lotus, Ford, Jeep, Pagani. Don't they have strictly BMW ones? It would have to be a vintage one. Like this is your typical vintage wheel, I guess. I'm going to buy it just to see if I can fit the damn thing. Like I got a discount there. Do do do. guys. It's not letting me fit this thing. Right click. Switch to assemble mode. Can't get the steering wheel back on. No. Liberty. What? Why can't I put the steering wheel back on? Well, this is not good. Okay. We're going to be a bit screwed here, I think. Let's go back here to interior disassemble. Interior assemble. Oh, hello, we can choose. I don't know if it's going to be too big. Maybe we should stay with the original. Kind of looks cool. The assemble mode is interior assemble, which is what's throwing me. All right. Right, so let's get the bodywork sorted out. $1,000. Whoa! Now, what happened here? Okay, so we need 2 doors and a trunk. Right. So I recognize I'm going to have purists telling me to keep the car genuine, stock. But at the same time, I do think that we have to make it a little bit more special. I need a rear bumper. No, that was incorrect, wasn't it? Do I need these parts though? I don't think I do need to buy them. Now you see, that is a wing mirror. A wing mirror. I know many people whose cars have got the mirrors on the doors and they still call them wing mirrors. Oh, it's a door mirror. Unless you're thinking of it like a wingman, which I suppose you could argue. But let's take these out. I think they're looking a bit they could do with a bit of a refurb. Windscreen frame looks okay. Headlights. Okay. Because I am such a great repairer of items, we'll just repair these at minimal cost to ourselves. 60 quid to repair the door. Oh, some repair costs are different. There you go, we just ran through everything. Right, did we manage to get everything up to 100% though? Do the number plate, bother about that. Steering wheel, well, we'll sell that. License plate Ireland. Where would I get another license plate from? There's a license plate shop. Hopefully it's not all. For a UK one? Mainly America. Fine. Okay, I think if I can't get one from my country, it looks like for some reason, United Kingdom or England, Scotland, well, we've got Ireland here. Great Britain, there you go. I was actually going to not, if I couldn't find this, I was actually going to get Germany. In fact, I think I will get Germany. Do I need both plates? Oh, enter license plate number. I didn't even know you could do that. Maybe that's not a good thing to put on a car, eh? What's the... one? Because it's not it's personal to me, not the next owner. I'm going to put... let me see, what's the format of a German number plate? German number plate format. Just having a look on the internet, guys. Doing my research, you see. Okay, so it looks like they've got a letter. Okay. So they have a letter, which is the region of registration. Okay. So let's say for BMW, it should be, I don't know, S for Stuttgart, and then two random letters. Normally a gap there. The random letters are going to be rusty. And the numbers is going to be 0507 to go with the car. Yeah? I don't know. I'm just... What do I know? Looks cool like that. There's a BMW looks like this. Okay, so we have to go into disassemble and then assemble. Do we have to get to a certain... I also know that sometimes if you kind of step away from the car, lose the assemble mode. You want the Germany one? Did we repair the tail lights? Yeah, it says condition 100%. And the bumper, we repaired that. We've got our own chroming facilities here in the garage. Right. I haven't even looked underneath the car yet to see if it looks any good. Isn't she looking sweet, guys? I wonder how much money I've got in this. I wonder if there was a place where it would tell you how much you spent on it. You know, like how much... I know what I bought it for, but then it's a case of what I spent on it. And then... you know, how much I can sell it for afterwards. This is a real car, by the way. Obviously, I think maybe you figured that out. This is an actual real car, and it just looks, it's a gorgeous vehicle. Okay, it's not interior rusty. What am I doing? Ah, focus, focus. It is a really nice car, the 507. I'd have one. Fantastic. Sweet looking car. It looks better than, say, the Triumph Stag and Midget and all that kind of stuff, I believe. Oh dear me. Oh dear me. Oh dear me. We do need some brake discs. And maybe tune up that exhaust at the back as well. Yeah. Alright. I was just looking here at taking the doing the rims. And what I had noticed on here, guys, is if I don't know if you know about tyres and the way tyre sizes work. I know tyre sizes and how they work. I just don't know about offsets. 7J, 8J, 8.5J, an ET. I don't know what those are. I don't know. I know they're to do with offsets and how much in the wheel goes, maybe from centre here. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be. It'd be lovely to convert this to discs, but you can't. I believe I've looked that up, and I also believe you can't do it. You can't do a disc brake conversion on the back. Thankfully, these are discs, but the car I did, I think it was the Mini. Was it the Mini I did, or was it the Dodge? The Dodge, I think, yeah. And I wanted to uprate the rears to have discs, and as far as I was aware, to do it. Okay, so we are gonna fit new brakes on this. Yes, we are. What do you guys think of the steering wheel? You okay with that? Wood? I mean, I'm not into wood and leather in a car anymore. Like, look at that. The ashtray there. How would you fix that? This. Got a bit of rust on it there. How do you fix that? Okay. So now we have to split all of these wheels up. So, these are the tyre sizes that we're looking for. Is it the same front and back? It is. It says the ET, which is some kind of offset thing. So we're looking at... Now, the 17 is the inch diameter. 17 inch from there to there. 165 is this. The width of the tread, 175 millimeters. And the 75 is how many millimeters the wall is, but it's a ratio. It's actually not how many millimeters the wall is at all. 75 means that the wall is 75% of the width. If you work out what 75% of 165 millimeters is, then that's what your wall is. Now, it is true in this game, which I think is awesome, that if you, like with the Dodge, where I fitted tyres that had a wall size of 45%, and then I changed them for 50%, they were visually different. It really was visually different. Right, so let's get this down. So it's 165, 75, 17 with an ET of 0. I'm not going to be repairing these guys. I'm just going to be splitting them up, and we're going to sell these rims and put some new rims on. Now, I am a fan of the black middles with the chrome outer. I've always been a fan of that. and I think they would suit this car. Not a huge fan of chrome wheels. I think they're a little bit too blingy for my taste. In rare cases, maybe I could look at that and go, yeah, it looks okay. But not really for me. We've got one more to do, haven't we? Yeah. Of course, when we put the new tires, our new rims on the tires, we'll use the balancer and balance them as well. Now, let's have a look at the condition of the tires. 72, 64. Okay, let's just sell everything. Gonna get some new tires on. It's exciting. It is, it's cool. I didn't put the radiator back in. Oh, this car's gonna heat up pretty quickly. I wonder if it would still start. Okay, so all the wheels have gone. I could probably, now that I've realized I didn't want to keep the tires, because I initially thought I was going to, I probably didn't need to sit here and separate them. I could have just sold everything. Okay, I think definitely we should put the radiator back in. Looks brand new, doesn't it? Okay, Rusty's Repairs has done it again. Is this unpainted? No, it looked like it was unpainted. But no, guys, should we repaint this car? What would be good for it? I was going to say red, but that's more your Italian. If this was an Italian car like a Fiat or a Ferrari or something, definitely red. But I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think this color suits this car very much, and it would cost me $1,000 for the paint job. Right. Should we pick out some rims or should we do the brakes? Let's do the brakes, because then I'm just gonna have to wait until we get the rims, and then we'll see how much we can sell the car for, and if we'll make much of a profit. Okay. I'm not too bothered about the other parts. I know they're not in the greatest of conditions. Like back here, this strut mount here, but I might even be able to repair these discs. What would be the equivalent of that? Like, what would it be? Sanding them down so they look nice with my electric sander. We could just, I wonder if we could buy uprated drilled and slotted discs. Sorry. I'm losing focus on the car here. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing that's really that bad in terms of looking like condition wise. Maybe, I don't know, I might see if I can repair this wishbone, but I may need to take the suspension off to do it. We'll have a look. This thing, suspension has to come out, and so does the sway bar front end link. Drop link, yeah. Wing, front window, seat rollet, seat rollet, left side mirror. Oh, the mirror's a bit dodgy, is it? Oh, we can fix the mirrors. Leaf springs. Spark plugs. 60%. Well, that's easy change to get some new spark plugs in there. You can't repair those. Distributor cap. Look at the car value. 31 grand, and it hasn't even got wheels. So I've made what? 4,000? I haven't spent 4,000 on it, I don't think. Don't know whether to replace this. Bottom suspension arm. Did it say? Bottom suspension arm. No, because I'm supposing you've got to take the damn thing off. What's it like on the other side? It's not too bad. You see, guys, look, I've got to stop somewhere because I'm not actually doing a concourse restoration here. But I don't mind. I actually don't mind to do the spark plugs. We can change those. And also, if we take get the clips off. Oh, great, BMW, put the clip at the back. Let's take this off. And also, let's pull all the spark plugs out, and we'll get some new ones in there. I'm not really going to lose out because... Is that them? Is that all of them? Yeah. I'm not really going to lose out because I'll still be able to sell it, make a bit of a profit, I think. I mean, the car at the auction was valued for 28, and now it's 31. And I haven't even got any wheels on the damn thing. I don't know whether it's factoring that in or not, or like how much is it going to go up when I buy new wheels? No? I think this ignition coil looks worse for wear. Alright, let's see what we can repair, because that way we keep costs down. Spark plugs you can't repair, so unless you consider sanding them. Yeah, so we'll do all of these. Just do everything here. Okay, and then if we go back to my inventory, anything that's not 100%, so brake pads, that ventilated disc looks nice, but it still says no. So we need 2 sets of brake pads, 2 ventilated discs, ignition wires for a V8, and 8 spark plugs. Yeah, that's it. The ignition coil is all back up looking smart. Alright, I might not remember everything here. Brake pads, pads and discs, and ignition wires for a V8. So, brake pads. 2 of those, please. Thank you very much and good night. And then we need ventilated discs to have 2 of those. Or maybe I should buy 4. Now, did I take all 4 out? What the hell? 1. It is 4. And it's 4 sets of pads. Okay. No problemo. Want to go to the shop, please? So I'll take 4 of these, please. And also brake pads to have 2 more of them. Okay, so the other thing I want is HT leads, but they're not, are they? What does it call them here? Ignition cables, is it? I know them as HT leads. Ignition wires V8. Okay. Right, so let's get shot of these. We can sell these for scrap. What if selling fixing something from, say, 40% condition to 80% condition, that you can still sell it for a little bit more profit than you would if you hadn't repaired it. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. Right, so ignition wires, let's sort by condition, can we? There we go. Where's the crap at the top? Okay, so 8 spark plugs and V8 ignition wires. All right. So what we can do here is go to the shop, type in wires, and we want ignition wires for a V8. It's these guys. I don't know whether you can get uprated ones of those, but it's too late now because I've already damn it, you can. These. Let's get them because it's going to look cool. Spark plugs. Oh my god, you can. Get me 8 of those. This will give it just a little bit more power. We'll put it on the dyno and we'll test it and see if it gets a little bit more power. But I doubt it because the only thing we put in there is the air filter, really. So if there is going to be a power increase, it's only going to be very little. Maybe we can replace the exhausts as well. I don't know. Now, I think what we can do is sell parts whose condition is below. Let's go to 80%, 85. Bang. Everything gone. All the crap gone. So only the good stuff remains. These ones, yeah, we're going to lose money on those ignition wires, but too bad. So we're gonna get brand new. We're gonna get brand new performance spark plugs. I think that number there, the 0.13%, is how much increase you get, how much increase of power you get. It looks, and if that is per plug, then we're looking at about a 1% increase. Plus another 1% off the cables, that's 2% increase. It all adds up, guys. It all adds up. Think what you would be getting. Think what you would be getting if you had a 100% increase. Think of that. Okay, so you can't get uprated brake discs. They don't seem to have anything in the brakes department. Exhaust, we're going to come to that soon. We're going to have a look at maybe rear sections, mid sections, maybe manifolds. We'll see. Just give it a bit more, because right now stock figures on this car is 257 horsepower, which is fairly decent for a car of of this age, and 457 newton meters of torque. Yikers, guys, that's factory power, by the way. That is nice. That torque figure is lovely. Really is. Interior condition. How do I fix that interior? I mean, probably the seats. My car value's gone down now. That's because there's half the bits are missing. But like, how do I fix how do I fix that? Oh. I wonder if the windscreen counts as interior. Germany makes sense. It's a German car. It makes sense to have a German thing on it. The front looks like a Volvo a little bit. Not very reminiscent of the BMW kidney grills at all. Alright, so let's start mounting, and we're going to start sticking in plugs. So those very cool spark plugs are going back in. There we go. That's nice. That's better access. If I really wanted to, I could have just stripped the entire engine out, took it to pieces, repaired as many parts as possible, bought all the other parts that couldn't be repaired and put it all back together as a concourse restoration. I could have done that. You know, this game or simulation does give you that option to do that, which is very, very cool. And that's what I did on my Dodge Charger. It was a complete body up build from an empty shell. I emptied that car out completely and built it right up from nothing. I'm still not happy with the color of the oil. I don't like that, so I'm going to put new oil in again. Put that on, which I fixed, I think, didn't I? New cables. And oh baby, look at the air filter and the cables. Tell me that doesn't look better. Look at this. Oh yeah. I love this. Oh man, I'm getting such a kick out of this game. All right. So, and this is a modded car, right? Is it a mod car? Yeah, look, it's a mod. Tons of them. Car value's gone up, but it's still at 30,000 now. Why has it gone down? Is it because I've taken the hood off and the brakes off? Probably. Alright. And we still have the rims to do yet. Right, so let's get the brakes back on. Oh, did I not? There's no items to work with. Yeah, I think there are. Brake disc ventilated. Oh, sugar lumps. It did say they were ventilated. Let's have a look on the front. Unless they're not ventilated on the back. Yeah, look, it looks different, you see? Damn it. They're not ventilated on the back. Would you like to upgrade? Damn straight. Okay, so the shield we're going to keep. No wheels are going on this car yet. So we're going to have to sell these bloody... I'm going to lose money again. Because there's no option of taking them back to the shop or exchanging them. You can't do that. Okay. Damn it, I should have paid more attention at school. Alright, into the inventory then, and we're going to sell... Go into the tablet and look up to home on the browser. We go to shop, type in brake disc, and these are standard brake discs on the back, solid ones, not vented. I thought something was bugged there, like it was with the Huayra exhaust, but if anybody knows what I was doing wrong there with the exhaust and the Huayra, and why I couldn't get it off or whatever, let me know, because it means that I can't take any more Huayra jobs on if they've got dodgy exhausts. Okay, I think we just got this side, this corner. Da 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 dum dum da da dum da. Okay, yeah, I realise you're listening to me having some classical stuff, whatever it is. Alright, so before we start on wheels. The shadow of the car going up there. Have a look at this exhaust. You're looking at it. Okay. So, V8 overhead valve. Exactly the same as what you would get on the Dodge Charger. And the front exhaust pipe, as you'll notice, is V8 overhead valve A. Now, as far as I am aware, there is no chance to get to those take manifolds from here. I wouldn't have thought. The engine bay. Okay, we'll try, because then I can replace the whole exhaust with a performance exhaust, and we'll also do the. I might be able to replace the whole exhaust. I also wonder, because I'm a curious bunny, if I was able to start the car now, would it sound like super loud? Okay. So in a second, guys, we will have the entire exhaust off this thing. And we're going to see if we can replace it with a performance part. So it's basically what's going to happen is the end of the car is going to look, well, it's not even going to be that, is it? I was going to say the external is going to look stock, but it's not, because I'm not putting stock rims on. But it's going to look smarter on the outside. The only thing I've changed other than that is going to be the steering wheel. But on the inside, we've got a couple of small performance parts, just performance air filter, HT lead, spark plugs. We've reconditioned the carburetors, and we're going to have our complete performance exhaust on the car. I think. No, I don't want the tablet yet. So, let me just get my paper so I can list this down. So on the exhaust, we're looking at, so the manifold is a V8 overhead valve model, and the middle is just standard, and we need obviously 2 of those. And then we have the front, which is V8 overhead valve. I'm writing this down, which is why I'm saying it slowly. A. And what else do we have? Front is A, middle is normal, and rear is V8 overhead valve. Alright, I think that's all we need. Right, let's see if we can get some performance parts on here. I'm not going to be changing the gearbox to a performance gearbox. Why not though? I mean, they are. I could, just like I did with the Dodge. Well, I could put a performance gearbox on this, and it will certainly give you a good performance increase. But again, like I said, where do you stop? You know what I mean? Where do you stop? Because if you go shopping here, go to the custom gearbox shop, you will find gearbox for our vehicle. Is this one $3,000? I get a discount. Look, 3,000, 2,500 for another gearbox. Give us a bit of extra power. But I don't want to turn this into some kind of lunatic machine, because it's not that. It's refined. It's a nice refined country roads, you know, kind of car. It's not for the drag strip. Country roads, and I just want a subtle performance increase. So performance exhausts, you know, a little bit more flow going into the car. you know, with the air filter and stuff. That's enough for me. So let's go to, this is just for gearboxes, this place. So Community Cars Body Shop. Go there. So, I don't think it's here. No. So we want to go to the tuning shop and stick to exhausts. So basically everything is V8 overhead valve. We know that. So let's stick to that. Yes, camshafts, throttle bodies, engine headers. So we're looking at these. The problem is none of these manifolds like ours is just, this is the problem, guys. The manifold on ours is just V8 overhead valve. It doesn't have a letter after it. So these are different. Oh, here we go. There it is. Gives us 0.8% power. That's not a lot, because look at this. 3%. Look at that one. 5%. But they're not going to fit on our car. This one will. So we need the exhaust manifold, and we need 2 of those. And then we've got another 2% power from the front exhaust pipe, but ours is A, right? Overhead valve A. Let's do it this way. Front exhaust. We want front exhaust pipe V8 valve A. Okay, let's see if we can find V8. Okay. Here you wouldn't do. So the front exhaust pipe V8 overhead valve, and then A is outside the brackets. Front exhaust pipe. I wonder if done wrong. Oh right, nice. Oh, this. I'm going to buy one and just see if it fits. What about middle? Middle muffler. There we go, look. That one. Get 2 of those. And yeah. Which is going to be V8 overhead valve. That one gives us an extra 2.2%, 2.25 each, I would say. Right, so I've got everything I need except for one part, but I want to see if that fits, otherwise I'm going to have to fit the old ones, which will be a shame. So, first thing to go in is going to be manifolds. So let's bring the car down. Why was it back up in the air again? Oh, because I was looking at the gearbox. All right. So let's go to part mount. And we want to just focus on the manifold and hold that in. And we want to fit these ones. Not these ones. These ones. So let's get this performance one there. Sweet. And the cool thing is as well, it's how lovely and chromy and shiny it's going to look. And we will get extra power out of this. Okay. Next thing then, we have to be on the lifter for. So we're going to... Oh. Just checking something, guys. One moment. Check something. PC. Okay, I'm done. Right, so now that we're underneath, and in case you're wondering, and in case you don't have this game, by the way, it is, I think it's about £15, about $14.90 on Steam. Sometimes they have it on offer though, which I would definitely recommend you to stomp on. It doesn't let us fit that other part, guys. So there are no performance ones of these. Okay. So that means two things. It means that we have to sell the performance version that we bought and lose money on. So that will be this one. I only bought the one just in case. Oh, wait a minute. These clips aren't on? Do that. Right, so let us see if we can go to the bench and fix these front exhaust pipes. Wait a minute, let's test something here. We can't fix them. So if I go here, you want to sell it for do you want to sell it for $19? Okay, that's what it's valued it at. Okay, so right click. I'm going to repair these now. Okay, they're done. They're repaired. Now I'm going to sell them. Cost me $9. Right, so $9 plus what they were offering. 27. That'll make it. See if I can get more money now. Oh, it's exactly the same. I thought maybe if I did a little repair job and then sell it, might be a little bit better. Right, so yeah, we can buy new ones of these, I suppose. Front exhaust pipe, so we'll sell these. Might as well just get the whole exhaust new. Doesn't make sense otherwise. Get rid of these. I know we could batch get rid of these, but okay, so we just need to go into the main shop then, which is this one. Go to exhaust, and we're looking at front exhaust pipe overhead valve A. It's such a shame we didn't have a custom version of that. So at least the car gets a brand new exhaust from manifold to tip. Spending money on the car, guys, but that is what it's like in real life, is it not? These mufflers going on now. Doesn't quite fit with the front pipes, does it? Because they just look awesome. Look at those babies. And then we're going to put these babies on as well. That. Let's take a walk down here. Look at these. Hey? How sweet is your love? Right, I need to bring the car down because I need to put those clips back on the distributor. Which I'm hoping it's going to let me easily do. The other one. Oops, I had it there as well. Just about to see it. Right, guys, it's wheels time then, I think. Or is it? get the mirror. Oh, it's only got the one mirror. Can we repair it? Darn tootin'. What's it like? Because it said something about 83%. Yeah. Well, you know what? I don't care. As long as it looks good. Yeah, there's a little bit of rust on it, but hey. It's just, it's the character of the car, isn't it? Put the hood on as well now. Alrighty. Let's go pick some rims. I think that's everything, right? We're not going to be doing much more to this car. Maybe have a look at the interior. But I want to dyno the car as well, so... okay, let's go to rims. And then we'll be going to tyres, because we need tyres as well, because the other ones... Now, to suit a classical car like this, it has to be something tasteful. And it's a pity I can't take a rim and then just test it. Would you like to test it on this car? Now, this is muscle car stuff. It's a... well, obviously, look, Hellcat. It doesn't look your classical car look. I'm very much into these, like what I had on the Dodge, and it's a shame as well. They don't give you the option to, you know, maybe paint the middles in a different way. So something classical, maybe even if they have got them, the spokes. You know, the old spokes versions. Maybe something like this. Why is that called retro? The spokes ones. But I don't know if they are... I mean, are they this color? How do I know if they're going to suit the car? Why? I'd have to buy one in order to test it. I'd like to put something like this on. Gold is out of the question. It's... Okay, let's say we type in the word retro. Because it is a retro car. I want it to look sporty, but I don't want it to look, you know, too much. See, this would be perfect with all these spokes, but this middle bit, it's huge. The spokes are all supposed to be at the front. Like this one, with a small hub here. I don't know whether we'd get away with these. These are very cheap, $40. These are not expensive. But I don't know if it's going to suit the car. I don't particularly have passion for any of these too much. And yeah, it is a big problem that you don't get to test them on the car. That is an issue. And you can't buy any, like, look, the Porsche logo in the middle. I mean, no good then. I might get away with this one. I might get away with that one. Yeah. Yeah. I think something just very simple. It doesn't have to be bling. Something just very simple like this. Let's get these guys. I know it might be a bit of a downer. Well, let's have a look. So Classic 3. Classic 3 looks like a good one to do. It's got 5 spokes. It looks a bit more sporty. Even something like Classic 7 maybe you could do. I don't want it too busy. I don't want wheels that are too busy. Just won't look right. You know, like these. It's a little bit... It's not for a classic car like this. This one, even with the black interior, these two are the same. But look, you pay 3 times as much for a black interior. What a rip-off. I wish these were a little bit chromy. Just a strict eye. Look at this. Horrible. This one. And I find that these are too modern for a classic car. And I said it just now, didn't I? Classic car. So it's either that one. I think the classic rims are... let's go in the classic ones. I do think this one is the least complicated of them all and would work. Let's try one, guys. For $85 we'll try it. If we lose out, then we're only going to lose $42 or so, like that. Whatever it is, $42 I think it is. Okay, so we're going to buy the one, and they are size 17s, and we have no offset. $102. Okay. So now we need a tyre to fit that. So let's go to the tyre shop. Now, vintage, I don't know. Maybe these with a little tyre wall. So, trust me guys, I have an eye. I hope I have an eye. Now, the standard tyres on these cars are 165s. The minimum you can get here is 185. Will it let me do it? But then, my profile will have to change accordingly to match what the other one did. So the other one was get my calculator, guys. The other rim was 165/75, right? So see now. So 165 divided by 70% equals, that's not correct. 1 by it'd be 220 for God's sake. Oh, I know. 123.7 millimeter. 123. I need to get as close to that as possible on 185 rims. So I'm going bigger on there. I'm going to need a smaller offset than the 75. So let's think of 60. So 185, 60% of that would be, I'm doing this the wrong way, 185, 75%, be 138, that's too much. Okay, so 185, let's try, what did I just try, 60 was it? Try 55, 101, too small. Sorry guys, I'm just doing some calculation. Oof. If I put on 185, 185 gives me too narrow. The height of the tire wall will be too narrow. I'm just going to crunching a few numbers here, guys. 20. It looks like 185 times 60%. Sorry. 185 times 65% is 120. That's 3 millimeters narrower. We'll live with that. So that means we have to go to 65% here, guys. Right, so it's 17 185, 1765. I've written that the wrong way around. It should be 185, 65, 17s, but I know what I mean. Now that's going to mean that the tyre is 2 centimeters wider than standard. Now if you remember, the tyres on these cars were, and they're vintage tyres, so they're not going to be that grippy, or unless they're just vintage looking. They were a little bit on the thin side. Trust me to click that. So on this rim, we want to install this tyre. Hopefully some of that white wall is going to disappear under the rim. There we go. Not really going to balance it yet. I just want to put it on the car and see what she looks like. Oh, please look okay. Please look good. Please look okay. What? It's not letting me put it on, guys. Why not? Why? Get out of it. Is it too wide? Maybe it'll go on the back. Balance it. Damn it. Might be too wide, guys. It might be too wide. Maybe the offset needs to... Maybe we need to change the offset to push them inside the car a bit more so it doesn't... Because maybe they're going to be scraping on the wheel arches. I don't know. Maybe it wants me to balance the damn thing. First time I've ever kind of messed with it like this, really. Oh, here we go. We had to balance it. Bugger. What do you guys think? Does it look okay? I don't know. I think it looks okay. I don't mind the vintage tires. Maybe you can argue, you know, should we gone for the vintage tires or not? But the reason I did the strip, because it is a vintage car, and also it makes the tire wall not look so huge. So it kind of splits it up and makes it look... Yeah, it sort of works, I think. So let's go and buy some more of these. Has it kept the 3? Hasn't kept anything, unfortunately. And we decided on we would go with a 65 profile on these. I could change them on the back, give them a little bit, you know. I wonder if I give it wider tires on the back, you know, wider tire walls, that it would have the car would have a rake. The rake being that the... Oh, I'll explain that later. Oh, I need rims. Rims. Classics, and we picked these, didn't we? Arguably, some are gonna... I know some of you guys are gonna be telling me you preferred a different one, but there's so many to choose from here. Very subjective. I don't know. Maybe this one would have worked as well. You know, it without actually being able to test it on the car, it's difficult to tell, but it does look pretty cool. It's not the worst choice I've ever made. Yeah, so the rake. So when the car's on the ground, see this body, the underneath of the body there, you will see that the rear of the car would be higher than the front. So the ground clearance across the bottom, you'll see it higher on the back than at the front. That's because that's rake. Gives the car a bit more downforce. Oh no, what? 3 rims, 3. Okay, no, we're good. I think I chose separate, didn't I? I suppose I could have picked a worse rim, guys. I suppose. Right. Well, take that. And I'd like to do another one, please. I thought maybe it wasn't letting me put the wheel on the car because they were too wide and they would hit the wheel arch or something. But apparently it will not allow a wheel onto the car unless you balance it. Keeps you diligent, I suppose. Keeps you diligent. Take that. Finally. Oh, is that it? We've done them all? Alright. Right, so let's balance a wheel. And we've got the red scales there. Does that mean that they still need balancing? I think that's what it might be. I thought the red scales meant they were balanced, but clearly that can't be the case. That's what it would look like when it's running around, guys, the wheel, when it's running on the road. Okay, balance the next one. This one, right? Yeah, okay. It doesn't show unbalanced wheels here. Well, there's your car on the road, look, and yeah, it's gonna look nice. It's all right. I know, and I already know there's guys out there, or girls, saying you should have stuck with the original rims because, you know, I don't know whether it's the same principle in this game as in real life. You know, the more factory it looks, the more money it's going to reach. Look at that exhaust. I don't know if it factors that in or in the game, whether it's just factoring in, oh, you've spent this much on the car, so now the car is worth, you know, this much. I think I've spent about $5,000 on the car, right? Didn't I have, am I done? Didn't I have 129,000 after I bought the car? Now I've got 124. So even though I've spent very little money doing some repairs on parts, I still have 124. So I've still spent $5,000 on this. So $5,000 plus my initial layout, which was a lot of money, 278,000, I think, or it might have been 270. I actually don't know what I paid. The question is, will I get that back? What do you think that looks like, guys? You think it's all right? I don't know. We'll get to see more of it in a minute, especially when I stick it on the dyno. I mean, we will have gained a little bit more horsepower and torque, but it won't be... It's not going to be that much. But as long as we get a nice little increase, you know, I'll be happy with that. But here, just spending what, an hour and a half or something I've spent on this. It's been a lot of fun, really a lot of fun to do this. Really enjoyed this. Once you've got your full workshop, you know, you can do all of this stuff. Unfortunately, when you drop the car, it doesn't make the suspension go. All right, so it doesn't make the suspension go down. Let's move it over to the dyno. So we want to move the car to. not the paint shop. I like this color. I think it's absolutely bang on perfect. Right, so let's open the door and we'll take a good look at the car from here. There she is. Looks more up to date now. I like it, guys. I do like it. See, the tires don't look as... See, they look more low profile because of that white rim, even though it doesn't show up too white here. Alright, so let's see what we're looking at, guys. We are looking at a car that has 257 horses and 457 Newton meters of torque. Now, what would I like to see? Well, I'd like it to go over 260. And I'd like this to be around 464. I don't know. I don't know what I'd like to see. I really don't know. Look at the car value. 34,000. I've added at least 7,000 onto this car. I'm going to make 7,000 profit, and I've spent 5. I'm going to make 2,000 profit. What the hell? It's been fun. Make a couple of thousand profit. I can't remember how much money I had before I bought the car. Right, let's dyno this thing, and we will see what it goes like. Come on, babe. It'll tell you up here how much percentage gain or loss you have over this factory spec. Come on. Oh, sugar lips, we've lost power. I'll tell you what it could be, though. You know what? I should have dynoed it before we brought the car in. Yeah, I should have, let me rephrase that. I should have dynoed the car the moment we brought the car into the garage. Up from, once we got the oil in and everything, we should have dynoed it then. Because I think it would have still been down. I think we have gained, but I think it might have been worse before. The reason this is low down on power and not producing its factory power is because of the internals. Piston rings, camshafts, they all need to be stripped out, putting fresh ones in so there's no wear and tear inside. This is an old car, it's got lots of wear and tear on it. So it's telling me that over all the years, we've lost 12% of its normal power, which this is kind of normal in reality. If you had this car and you took it now, you wouldn't get the same horsepower that you had from factory. And of course, stupidly, of course, I have no reason to believe that this car has, in fact, if you look at the car status here, piston rings are not that good. If I was to replace all of this, which would mean literally stripping the engine down altogether, if I was to replace all of this, I could not only get the power back up to factory, but I will get it above factory. There's no way I've lost power by adding that exhaust and stuff, because I really whooshed up the power on that Dodge Charger when I did the same thing. Look at the restoration bonus. So do I get that plus that? I made a killing. Let's sell the car then, guys. I know we're going to see it go now. Before we see it go, it looks really cool. Let's move it to garage entrance B. Probably the best place for it. Middle. And let's just take a look at this BMW 507. What do you guys think? I think we did her proud. Yes, I could have stripped the engine out, put it on the engine stand here, and just stripped the whole thing completely to pieces. Oh, one thing, guys, one thing before we leave this car. It's just going to cost me a few more pounds, but I want to just have a look at something a second. Get back on the lifter. Something that niggled me, and if I don't take it off, if I don't get to the bottom of this, I'll never be satisfied. I need to know. It's the colour of the oil on the dipstick there, look. I mean, if I put it in that position, you can see it looks okay. But I'm not sure it's supposed to be that colour. I mean, yes, it was empty when I bought it, and thank God I didn't start the car. I don't know whether it would have seized the engine. So what I'm going to do... No, I just want to take the cap off, you dopey. Normally take the cap off, drain. But anyway, so we're gonna drain the oil out, guys, and we're gonna put fresh oil in again because I want to see if it's gonna stay that color. All right, so we're gonna use this, and we're gonna move the equipment to car lifter B. Drain all the old, well, it's not even old oil, it's brand new oil. All right. Don't even have to put the retaining nut back. All right, so let's get some oil in here again. Will be empty now. I just want to see if the oil is clearer. It overflows, which is not, don't do that in real life, by the way, guys. That's not how you do it. Keep checking the dipstick until it gets to the maximum level. Put a bit more in. It's the same color. Okay. That was a waste of money. I'm sure I've seen it cleaner on other cars. Maybe it's just me, whatever. This car is ready to be given to its new owner. I'm going to miss you. I wouldn't mind it for myself, if I'm honest. It's a beautiful, beautiful car, beautiful piece of work. Why aren't you moving down? Far down. Yeah, it is a sweet machine. Should we take it for a drive, guy? Should we? We've got to drive it before we sell it, right? Oh, we can choose the abandoned airport, the speed track, test track, off-road. No, I'm not going off-road. Racetrack. The test track is to test the brakes and stuff like that. Actually, we do have an MOT station here. Let's just have a look and see if it's going to pass that test. I've not had a car in the test path for a while, but it will tell us if we've got any dodgy parts or whatever. She's a sweet looking car, my God. It really is. Okay, so now we're going to test out the brakes. Well, we've just changed those. Suspension, we haven't. Okay, that's me braking. Let's look at those front brakes. Now we're going to test the suspension. Oh, rear brakes. Perfect. Absolutely. Suspension now then. Go. Oh, please don't fail. This doesn't affect your horsepower, by the way. Ooh, that's not great. Oh no, guys. I know, it's like pull the engine out and just get everything. I know. I know. Oh God. The suspension's not a big deal. We can change that. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Why did I do this? Brake servo. None of this is going to affect our horsepower though. It's just the piston rings and stuff. It's like I shouldn't sell it, and then I should ask you guys, what do you think I should do? Just sell it as it is and move on to another project. Or strip the engine out, strip it down, replace everything brand new, concourse restoration. Oh jeez, guys, what do I do? What do I do? What would you be telling me now? We've got her looking sweet. Let's take her for a drive. I don't know whether the racetrack is the right thing, but I don't want to go on a test track. And the speed track is what? I've ever been there before. Go to the speed track. I'm not expecting great things. She's still got like vintage looking tires on, but I'm not expecting great grip. The suspension's probably going to be not that great. See, you wouldn't want to give this car to a new owner, and then he has to find out in 3 months that his suspension's leaking. That's not going to be great, is it? Oh, it's a drag strip. Sweet. Okay, there's nobody driving the car, which is a bit freaky, but still. I wonder what the quarter mile is going to be. Does it have it? 0 to 60, roughly 6.6. 120 miles an hour there. Jesus, pizza. Didn't even reach 300, of course. 0 to 100. That's roughly 0 to 60. It's 0 to 62. You're looking at 6.5 seconds, probably 0 to 60. Pretty good, guys. Not bad. It's not bad. Right, let's take her for a drive. Pity I couldn't take the car to auction now. Enter my car into the auction and let people bid on it and see what I get for it. Can you? I don't know. I don't know if you can. Like if I say drive the car and I go car auction, see, it's not taking the car there. Salon, test track. Okay, let's go to racetrack. Yeah, I want to build a car where the engine's popping out of the engine bay. You got to have a hood with a hole in it. Oh, suspension is, or is it the steering that's just weird? Very sensitive, guys. Oh my god. Yeah, vintage, guys, vintage. We don't want to start damaging it. Ooh, didn't see that. So even these tires look thin, don't they? Let me get to the next. See, They are wider. They're 2 centimeters wider than normal. Yeah, she's cool. She's cool. Where are you going? Come here. Ooh, can't see with the camera. Oh, I've just realized it's recording my lap time. I'm not strictly going for laps, if I'm honest. Box. Right, we need to get her sold. But if I sell her now, you guys are going to be going, you should have put her for, you know, restored her fully. He deserves it. The one thing I am curious about here, you know, with the interior, is on the interior disassembly, it seems we have the 2 seats and the steering wheel, right? And that's pretty much all you can do by the looks of it. Now, that means that this bit here, where you can see a little bit of wear and tear, can't be fixed. Now, and then you've got this, what the hell is this? Is this the drive shaft running through the car? You can't have that. That's not real. No way would you have a spinning drive shaft running through the interior of a car without a tunnel. You just wouldn't have that. No safety inspector would ever allow that in a million months of Sundays. Yeah, so... Oh, man. These are the parts that need to be changed. I don't know what the rollet is. I don't know what they're referring to there, to be honest. Now all these, the serpentine belts and the sway bars and the rocker arms, the pistons, we don't know what condition they're in, but whatever condition they're in, they're bringing the horsepower and the Newton meters, the torque, they're bringing those numbers down to what they normally should be. From what they normally should be. We are running under power for what we're supposed to be, and that's not good. But we can run over power if we fix the engine. So it's going to mean stripping the entire engine out, guys. And I know there's enough of you wanting me to do it. I know there is. Oh, guys. Can we just crane it out like this? Does that work? To remove engine, first unmount the gearbox. Oh, we can just remove the whole engine then. That'll save a bit of time, and then we can strip it down over there on the thing. Okay, I'm gonna do a concourse thing on this, but I'm gonna do that in a part 2. All right. So part 2 of the BMW 507 restoration. will be in the next video. Now, I kind of wished that I'd done it in the first place now, and then we were looking at, you know, here's the new body, here's the new wheels, here's the new tires, here's the new car. But now we've got a new looking car, but now we're going to strip the engine out. I'm going to repair as many parts as possible, and then I'm going to replace the other parts. Anything I can't repair to 100% is getting replaced. So that means we're going to have to move the car onto car lifter A, I think I'd like to go to. Main one. Alright guys, see you in the next video. Bye for now.